Cars have changed a lot in the last few years. Some design elements and certain features have come and gone. But here are a few features that I miss about older cars that are slowly dying out in the age of water-powered cars where they have iPads instead of steering wheels. Physical ignition keys. There's something nice, something tactile about having a real key that you can start an engine with. You feel like part of the car, like an old sweaty cowboy starting up his pickup truck on a hot day, even if you are just in a cute modern little city car. With a key, you put it in the ignition, turn it, and you start the engine. No sensors, no software, very little that can go wrong. It was simple. There was no signal that people could hack into and signal boost to steal your car and drive it into the sunset, because before, they'd have to steal your keys, and that would require physical interaction, which everyone's scared of these days. The push-to-start systems are more expensive, more complicated, which is a big downside. But do you know what the worst part about the physical key being phased out is? It's the fact that you can't flick it up and down when you're bored. I don't know, it's just a nice thing to pass the time with, really. Old AC systems. Picture this, you're driving down the road on a hot summer's day, and it's starting to get a little bit warm in the car. It's time to crank up that AC. This AC used to be simple to use. You grabbed the hot and cold knob, twisted it, turned up the fans, and boom, cool air. All without even having to look down. It was simple. 3 knobs, fan speed, temperature, and direction. That's all we needed. Nowadays we have modern climate control systems, which is about as complicated as trying to control a passenger jet cockpit. And that's if there's any buttons at all. Most car manufacturers these days are hiding them within menus and menus on a screen. So now, instead of being able to quickly adjust the temperature using muscle memory, you have to click through every single menu, pressing all the right buttons, and by the time you've got the right settings, you look up and you've hit a family of 5. It's unfortunate, I know. Temperature gauges. I'm currently standing on the side of the road, topping up my coolant. You know how I know I needed to do this? It's because I saw that my temperature gauge was slowly creeping up, and I thought to myself, that's not right. So I pulled the car over, and boom, wouldn't you know, the coolant is low. And I managed to top it up, all without the engine setting on fire once. Nowadays, modern cars have this dumb little red or blue light that tells you there's an issue when it's too late. The damage has already been done. I don't care if the people who designed the car say, oh no, the light comes on before any damage is done. I don't care. I want to see the temperature. I, as the driver, deserve to know this information. So you know how you know if there's a coolant leak in a modern car? Well, the car catches on fire. That's going to make your insurance go up. Mechanical handbrakes. I mean, the sound really speaks for itself, let's be honest. I miss when cars didn't have auto start-stop. I hate the auto start-stop system. It wears out the battery and the starter motor, all for the most minor boost in fuel economy. Some of the auto start-stop systems, when they turn on the engine, are clunky, they jump scare you, you're sat in traffic, and it's all quiet in the car and you're like, wow, this feels so cool. And then, it scares me. I'm just admitting it, okay? The AC also gets worse when the engine's off, obviously. And to be honest, it's just another thing that makes the car harder to work on and more expensive to fix. Now, this feature wouldn't be so annoying if it wasn't for the fact that the car manufacturers force you to use it by default. So now every time I start my car, I turn it on, and then I have to hold down the auto start stop off button, which makes a silly little beeping noise, and then everyone who's in my car goes, what was that noise? And I have to explain it every single time. Just let me turn it off permanently. That would be great. Thank you. Analog instrument panels. Analog gauges. They were simple, clean, timeless, and they had no lag when it came to revving the engine. Modern cars, they just slap a screen in there, and it just doesn't feel right. Sometimes there's lag, sometimes it just looks cheap, and if the screen fails, good luck. You won't know anything about your car. Spare tires. You know what's worse than those skinny little flimsy tyres that they give you as a spare tyre these days that feels like it would crumple under the weight of your car? Well, it's having no spare tyre at all. Car manufacturers have slowly been replacing a spare tyre with just a can of whipped cream that's supposed to fix any puncture. And all of this is just to improve fuel efficiency, save cost, and make more money. And people seem to be okay with it too. Learning how to fix a flat tyre on the road used to be a liberating feeling. Not that I've ever done it. I'm way too young to be making this video. Folding cup holders. Folding cup holders that twisted, turned, opened up is the physical representation of when car designers really cared. The amount of design and ingenuity that went into such a simple device whose only purpose it was to hold your week-old McDonald's cup that you haven't thrown away yet. Some people think that these folding cup holders are overcomplicated and bound to fail. And you're probably right, but it added so much charm to the car. And that kind of charm and uniqueness is slowly disappearing from most cars. So to conclude this video, the next time that you're sat in your old beaten up car that you're slowly getting sick of, just take a minute to appreciate those small features that adds charm to your car. Because one day, they're probably going to disappear. And it's sad. Thanks for watching.